Now, are you struggling to see your GP? Do you find yourself searching for your symptoms late at night online? Well, my next guest is here to help. From health advice to busting myths, TV presenter Cherry Healey has launched a brand new podcast alongside our very own Dr Amir.
That's what it is.
Yes, and that is the hard. That menobelly is the hardest thing to shit. That's what it's called, the menobelly. I was like literally addicted to my phone before bedtime.
And I sometimes get into bed super early so I can have a super long scroll.
I am going to recommend everybody 10 seconds of French kissing. Because
wasn't ready for
it's
that.
actually good for you.
I was not ready for that.
You swap bacteria. 80 million bacteria in 10 seconds go between you and your partner.
Oh my God,
Cherry.
I love snogging.
It's official.
I really do, though. It's true facts.
So basically, there is nothing off limits on this podcast.
Absolutely, everything is on the table. And Dr Amir is so incredibly knowledgeable. I can ask him any question and he has such an incredible base of information. And we just want to cover everything. You know, people Google at 2 in the morning and they get really scared and nervous. We want to cover all of the topics that people are talking about.
Yeah.
And if you can't get an appointment with your GP, it is quite difficult. You've got the receptionist dealing with all sorts of things and then endless waiting music. And then when you do get an appointment, you know, your dog is ill. So it's really, really hard as a busy working person to get an appointment. So we wanted to give people a really solid foundation of information that's both, hopefully, really good fun, but also incredibly useful and medically sound.
Yeah.
Not Dr TikTok,
Yes.
making stuff up, but a really medically sound base of knowledge. So
And
that
he's
when
incredibly good at that. I mean,
Oh,
and there's
he's
no
a dream.
nonsense with him as well. And he speaks to you
Right.
in a human way.
And he also speaks to you like you're intelligent. He tells you exactly enough, not too much, and then he stops talking. He just is very, very respectful and just treats you like an intelligent person.
Yeah, yeah.
Which-
And you talk about they're trying to get a GP appointment, and if you do get one, lucky enough. Having said that, sometimes you just might be a bit embarrassed or you might feel awkward going to the doctor with whatever the complaint might be. And this is a way to get a response from a GP without having to go through all of that.
Absolutely. So 80% of women said that they didn't feel listened to by the medical world, which is a devastating fact. And often women get told to go home if they come presenting with something like intermittent bleeding. They get told to go home, have a hot bath, take penicillin.
Yeah.
When they need further investigation, waiting times for gynecological consultants can be up to 2 years. Christine, obviously, that's a very different diagnosis 2 years later. So this is a bit life and death. You know, this podcast, we're hoping, will hit medical misogyny on the nose. We're really covering that quite extensively so that when a woman or a man goes into that appointment, if they do get an appointment, they've got a really strong foundation of information and they can advocate for themselves really powerfully and say, I would like a follow-up. You know, and you're allowed to ask for a different GP. If you feel the GP you have isn't listening to you, you are allowed to say, actually, can I go and see Susan?
Yeah.
You're allowed to do that.
Exactly. We're just all a bit polite sometimes when it comes to our health.
And I'm really loud and confident, but, you know, I find it really nerve-wracking. If you think something's wrong, you know, you've got a little pain or something's not quite right, it's horrible going to see your GP in case you get bad news. So a lot of people put it off and off. And also those appointments can be done in a flash.
Yeah.
So have a basis of information. And our podcast is only half an hour long. It's absolutely full of take-home facts. Every single time, Dr Amir blows my mind. Every single time. I was watching it back and my face is like this a lot. And I'm like, it's not an attractive face. And I want to look like this. But I don't. I look really, because I get so lost in what he's saying because he's so amazing. He knows so much.
Yeah, he is. He's very, very impressive. Interestingly, though, you aren't scared to disagree with him sometimes.
Yes, absolutely, because I also come from things from a different point of view. So I really love a supplement. I take some which I just think are wonderful and have worked for me. Dr Amir's a bit more sceptical about supplements. I feel like, you know, if there's something you want to do that makes yourself feel better, I just don't see why that's a bad thing. Whereas he comes from it from a much more, just a careful, cautious medical perspective, as is right. Listen to Dr Amir. Do not listen to me about medical issues. My job is to ask all the questions.
You're exactly that we would
right.
ask. That's
I'm listening
exactly
to all
it.
my friends going, Cherry, why didn't you ask that question? You numpty, like, we wish you'd asked that one. So I'm when he's talking, I'm thinking, what do people really want to know about this?
Yeah, and you're very honest about various things that you've gone through as well.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
And I know you love the gym. You think that is as good for your head as it is for your body.
Gosh, I mean, I always say with the gym is great on a good day when things are going well.
But this is serious, Jim. This isn't how I do the gym, OK?
Christy, that's not how I roll every day. I promise you, I was training for something. But the gym is wonderful when everything's going well, and it saves my life when things are going bad. You know, when you have heartbreak, work's not going well, you're upset about something, there's family illness, it's really tempting to stay in bed and mope and be sad. I automatically, like brushing my teeth, go to the gym in the mornings. And sometimes I hardly do anything, but I'm there with people, and I've got a lovely little gym gang they've saved my life so many times, you know, and then you've showered and you're done, and then the rest of the day can happen.
Yeah, there's an energy.
There's an
instantly.
energy.
I
and if you mope at home, that's not a good place
and Dr
to be.
Amir would agree with that as well, I'm guessing.
Of course, we do agree on that.
Yeah. How does he compare to Paddy McGuinness? Or is there even a comparison? Because we've got to talk about inside the factory. I'm guessing it's very different.
It's very different. I mean, Paddy is just so fun and funny, but Dr Amir is fun and funny too. And they both are lovely. You know, when the cameras turn off and you're having a cup of tea, Paddy is just the loveliest guy to chat to. And he's both, I tell you what they have, which I think is really, shouldn't be surprising. They're really interested in other people. So Paddy will ask me lots of questions. You know, when I first met him, I was dating, so he was always asking me about my dating stories. It was really fun. And it's just, they're both properly nice, kind people. When the cameras turn off and you're just mooching about, because, you know, we're filming, there's so much mooching about, you always know how someone treats everyone in the room.
Yes.
Whether they are useful to your career or not, that's a really good judge of character. And they're both lovely people.
Yeah.
I love spending time with them, thankfully.
You're very lucky then, isn't it? It's all coming together.
Double whammy.
Well, we love Amir. You know that as well,
He's
of course. He
fantastic.
is fantastic. And you can listen to Cherry and Dr Amir's podcast. It's called No Appointment Necessary, and it's out now.
It is
Thanks
indeed.
so much, Cherry.
Thank you.
Hi there. Thanks for watching our YouTube channel, where we upload new videos every single day. You can click here if you're interested in this video, or head to the homepage for some more amazing content.